Hello, I'm back. I'm very excited about this class that's coming up in March 29th of March, Sunday at NLSSM in London. This is going to be a class that is dedicated to the idea that we all, as body workers, as core body workers, have the ability to learn to slow down, take a little bit more time and energy towards creating that partnership, creating that bond, creating that level of trust so that we can all do better. So that's the focus of the class. I'll talk about that in a minute. First, let me say I'm back from Jamaica, and man, it was a good trip for me. 3 weeks in Jamaica in February sort of warms my soul, soothes my soul. And for this trip, it was about creative process. I had spent several months just jotting down images of, oh, I want to be sure and talk about this. Oh, I need to be sure and bring that idea up. Oh, I've got to get people this stretch, this particular thing. So I probably looked at 200 little notes and then organized them and then categorized them and then tried to put them into a story. And I think I did a pretty good job. So we're going to start out with talking about who I am, where I am at this point in time. Then we're going to look at who you are as a student, where you are, and what your goals are at this time. Then we're going to go into some demonstration work where I'm going to talk about I'm far less interested in deeper, faster, and far more interested in coax, explain, cheer, create trust. Coax, explain, cheer on, create trust. I think this is a whole new way of working for me. After this work, we will start looking at working on others. Then, after a break, we're going to start talking about what I call a personal trauma inventory. Man, my dance card is full. I have got so many trauma in my life that I've got so much trauma in my life that there's almost not enough time in the day to talk about all of the things I'm trying to work through yet. But I think it's a good challenge. It's a good goad. It's a good poke, if you will, to try to find out what that stuff is about. So we're going to be doing some personal inventory trauma work. Then we're going to start working on each other some more. After independent sessions, we will next go into the concept of what does rehabilitation look like? Clearly, that is a bugaboo for me right now. The rehabilitation from the stroke, where I still have trouble finding my peripheral vision, where I still have trouble finding that word that I wanted to use. So we're going to spend some time with that personal inventory trauma. Then we're going to start working to get in and do some digging work on each other. But the new work is less about we've got to make this happen and we have got to invite space for this to happen. So that's going to be our main focus. After we talk about those ideas and do some work on each other, then we're going to start thinking about the rehabilitation. How do you get this movement to work? How do you get this stretch to work? How do you get this to happen in a body? How do you get people to go in there and start digging into finding the spots that they are stuck and decide to let go of them? So overall, I think we've got a fine day coming up, and I'm really excited about this. If you haven't enrolled, there are still a couple of spots. I think we got 8, 10 people right now enrolled, and I'm very happy with that. Would I like to see a couple more people? Sure, why not? Because I think it's going to be a good learning, stretching, encouraging day for all of us. So I invite you to think about this. If you haven't signed up yet, please do think about it. And if you have signed up yet, I'm ready to start reaching out to those who are enrolled and saying, okay, tell me what it is you think you need to have happen in this day. Because I know what I'd like to see happen, but I hope to help you find things that you want to have happen as well. So I look forward to seeing you in March. I hope we have a good group to come and show up and play with this work and these ideas. and I'm juiced. Let's have fun.